Did I cut the music short there? Sorry. Hi, it's me, it's Craig. Flooded. I wasn't going to do this, but I've decided I am going to do this, even though the sun is pouring through this window and probably ruining my lighting. I look a bit weird, but I'm just going to plow on. I want to talk about Doctor Who because I watched it, and let me tell you about Doctor Who. First of all, I am not a fan. I'm what you would call a normie. I'm somebody who might watch it if I'm passing, but I don't have any frames or references for characters. I don't know anything about the lore. I don't know much about anything. I don't know anything about the politics or the background of it. I've got friends who've talked about it to me. I've watched videos of people talking about it. Excuse me. Just had a tango. And it's something that I kind of like care about from a BBC franchise point of view. And we are all watching carefully what the BBC is doing, what they think they're doing. And I couldn't believe what I saw when I watched Doctor Who last night. I couldn't believe it. It was utter garbage. The worst. If awful. And nothing good about it. Almost nothing good about it. Apart from the fact that the people operating the cameras knew what they were doing. The sound recorders team, they knew what they were doing, of course, because they're professionals and they're experienced and they've got skills and they've studied and their CVs are strong and they know what they're doing and they did a good job. And I think the effects department did the best they could with what they were given, because what they were given was everything that happens is at the behest of the director. The director is the person on these shows who is in charge. Everyone is pivoting around his or her word, what they want, what their bidding is. A good director who hasn't got much experience would come clean about it and hopefully get some support from the teams. Now, no doubt that always happens. Now, I work in television, and what I have to go through to prove to production companies that time and time again, after 25 years of doing it, I still have to prove to them that I know what I'm doing and that I'm all right at what I do and that I can do what they want me to do, what they need me to do, and I'm good at it, or I have so much work. I've got so much work, jobs and productions on my CV that I've cut like 8 years out of it. I've just like dumped 8 years of work to try and make it look like I've not been doing it as long as I have. So when I watch a franchise, a British, this is like one of our pride and joys, this show. This is a British franchise. And it's one of the best franchises the BBC has. And they're giving it away to a rank amateurs to direct. I'm shocked. And I didn't know this. I watched it and I thought, this is so badly directed. And then I thought, well, maybe it's not. It's just there was something in the background about, oh, we'll give you an hour and a half. Oh, no, you only got 40 minutes. Oh, 50 minutes. And it was left to the editor to try and make it make sense. It's kind of what I thought. I couldn't believe what I was watching. This is it. Don't know why I'm so low in the frame there. Do you like my homage to Red Letter Media? Oh, you don't? Okay. This beginning bit, look at this bit here, where, I mean, there's all sorts of directing mistakes. For example, there's no understanding about geography. They arrive on, I think it's like a beach, and then they're in this village, and there's no There's no time given to the transition of them getting from the beach to the village, which sometimes can be okay, but in this it wasn't, because then they jumped to somewhere else and they kept jumping about and there was no transitions. This sequence here with this net, which is like, it was just ridiculous. Well, one, it's a massive cliche. I've told it could be a bit of a callback to something from the original series with these fish guys. I don't even know what they're called. Who I liked, by the way. I liked the characters of the fish guys. They made me laugh. Not scary at all, though. And they should be scary. Anyway, this whole it's Scooby Doo, and it's just like zero imagination. And I know like that the director doesn't write the script and the director does the best with the script, but there could have been a bit of toing and froing about that. Or maybe this is just for toddlers. I don't know. If it's for toddlers, then maybe it's fine. You can do all these cliches and get away with it. But if I presented this, if I did this as a director, as a white straight male, produced this work, they'd go, "What have you done? This is garbage." I wouldn't get the job, and quite right too. I shouldn't be directing stuff like this. And then it's just like jumping around. It just didn't make any sense. And you have this guy, all men are idiots, by the way. This is the new rule. And he's pointless. I couldn't see his purpose. You might say, "Oh no, in other shows he's really good. I don't care. This is a show on a standalone. He has to have something to do in this show. In this episode, he was useless. He was just an idiot. And he's dressed up like a pirate." I'm really ranting about this, but and then they're sat there, and then she hangs them upside down. Now, I don't know about you, but it would take me maybe a good half day to hang two people upside down by a rope, because presumably they're going to take every opportunity they can to fight me. But not these two. They just like probably helped her, because she's like super strong, by the way. She can manage a whole boat by herself. I just couldn't believe this garbage. And she's like, there's nothing to her. She's like 5'2". I couldn't, honestly, I was absolutely amazed how badly directed this was. So this the Jodie in this was she, what I thought about her was that she was kind of flippantly giving away story points over across the console of the TARDIS, just like belting them out, words, no show, just tell. And they were flippant, and she was joking about everything. Every time there was a pending disaster, she joked about it. And maybe you'd say, well, that's what Doctor does. No, that's not true. I don't know the episodes, but there's no way the Doctor always did that. You have to create something's at stake. We might not make it. This could be a disaster. We might die here. None of that ever happens. Every time a problem occurs, she's got a solution just like that, and it's not really a problem. I couldn't believe it. It was so garbage. And just constant same energy all the way through it of manic. There was a couple of pauses where they were, where they're going to do the lesbian kiss, and that. So what? Nobody cares. Don't make a big deal of it. Just have a romantic moment. And then they blew it and they didn't have it because they think it's a big deal, so they're going to hold on to it to the very end. It's just patronizing and wrong and duff. This is duff. Duff. It is utter garbage. And I can't believe that the BBC is letting stuff be this badly directed go on air. So I thought what I would do is I'll go and find out who directed it. And it's this young lady here. She is the director of that episode of Doctor Who. She's just out of university! She says she's from the People's Republic of China. She actually lives in London. I think she's a Londoner. We chop and change, don't we, when we decide where we're from? It's like, oh, you're from China? Oh, why do you think that? I'm actually from London. Oh, right. Oh, sorry. Whereabouts in London you from? Oh, I'm from China. Why do you assume I'm from London? You know, she's into collaborative work in philosophy, politics, women empowerment, fantasy science fiction, horror supernatural, and a drama series. She has this film here. Find this website and watch this film. This film is about. She's only ever done shorts, by the way. Let's look at her Internet Movie Database. She's not done anything. Can I zoom in? She's done a few shorts. Now, these shorts are maybe less than 10k each. No, maybe not. Maybe 20, 30k. I don't know. Probably got funding to do it. Oh, I mean, I've not seen them all. But this is all she's done in terms of film and directing actors. She's got one director for TV. That's Doctor Who. The BBC's flagship show. One of its BBC's flagship show. And she's done some writing. She wrote the films that she directed, look. Oh, look, she was producer of the films that she directed. Oh, she also edited them. She does everything. She was a gaffer. She was a gaffer in 2015. Oh, man. Chinese writer-director based in London. Her work explores... Hold on, she's in London. I thought she was from the People's Republic of China. Oh, no, she's from London. She creates immersive, emotive narratives, often blurring the line between something being really good and something being absolute garbage. I'm not... I've got to tone it down because I don't want to have a go at her. Good luck to her. Congratulations on landing the job of directing Doctor Who. That's fantastic. Well done. I'm furious at the BBC because it's great that you're throwing these chances. You're taking a chance on young talent. Why are you doing it? It doesn't happen with me. Even directing something as basic as like just a VT to be inserted into the One Show or something like that. There's a rigorous process where I have to have a Zoom call for an hour and they go through my CV and I've got to have loads of experience. I have to explain to them what I've done. I have to show them clips and clips and clips of what I've done. And then they want to call two people that I've worked with before to get confirmation that I know what I'm doing. This is what me, as somebody just like who's a self-shooting producer, director, camera operator essentially, this is what I have to go through. But the director of a flagship show, you've got to have something on your CV to justify getting that as a role, and so it's great for Halo Wang that she's getting this, but this is not somebody qualified to direct Doctor Who. This is her website. Halo Wang is a Chinese writer-director based in London. Her work explores the journeys from within. Already the pretension slipping in, and I am knocking her a little bit here. She's currently directing Netflix shows Bodies. Now, I've looked into this, and I can't find that. I don't know if that's still happening. This is her website, but that's what she says she's doing. Previously, she directed the spring special for Doctor Who Series 13. Season 13. She's trying to make her passion projects, blah, 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 passion projects. She is an Master of Arts directing fiction graduate of UK's National Film and Television School. Aren't we all? I'm a postgrad diploma in that. She got a BAFTA, capital letters, China scholarship. BAFTA gave her some money because they want to promote young female directors. Mentoring by Alex Garland. If you look up the BAFTA X BFI network, go and look at the young writers and producers and directors that they are bringing in and actually attaching to Hollywood producers and directors. These are inexperienced people who are just leaping through because they meet the diversity and inclusion. They tick all the boxes. So they're being farmed right through past everyone else who's done film school and doesn't have that sort of privilege. So do check it out, the BAFTA and BFI network. I've already looked into it. I'm not going to look into it here today. This is great for them. By the way, I got a job at the BBC. I was trained at the BBC, and they told me it's because I had a Scottish accent. So I know what it's like, and I was so annoyed. I was so annoyed when that happened, and I didn't have any experience. But that was like 30 years ago. So times have changed, and now I do have a lot of experience. This is her Twitter account. This is the established producer-director the BBC thought they would hire to direct Doctor Who. 166 followers. Absolutely no... She's got no grounding at all in the industry. None... No directors, other producers, agencies, anything have marked her as somebody of key importance and started following her on Twitter. In fact, she's not tweeted since March 2020 when she was tweeting out her short, The Pregnant Ground. Find The Pregnant Ground and watch it. It's awful. Sorry, Halo. I hated it. Anyway, I'm sorry that's a bit of a rant. And I honestly I don't really want to have a go at her, and I have just done that. But it's great for these people that they're getting these opportunities to direct these flagship shows. But people love these shows, and we want them to be good. And it's frustrating and annoying and upsetting when we see that they're being handed over to people who just don't have the skills and ability to get the job done. And as a result, the beloved franchise of millions gets lost. But then again, what do I know? Maybe you loved it. If you did love it, tell me why down in the comments below. That was a long rant, and I do apologise. Thanks for watching. Take care. I'll speak to you again.